So this is my 81 C10, and I've got it shoved all the way up to the front of the garage, because this video isn't exactly about this truck. It is kind of, but not really. It's about what's happening from here backwards. Because, well, first of all, if you want to know anything about the truck, I've got a couple videos about it. I think the one exactly before this one is me working on the suspension. So if you care about the truck, go see that. I don't know. But this is my hotel for car shows and stuff and swap meets. And what I mean by that is exactly what you think it is, because in the back of this thing, we've got a little camper. So like when I go to swap meets and stuff, which fun fact is like less than 5 miles away, maybe a little bit over 5 miles away from my house, instead of driving the 5 miles home, I just sleep beside her stuff at the swap meet, because that's pretty fun. I don't know. So this is a Stutz Travitrop from Florida. If you want to know anything else about it, have fun, because I don't. I bought it for 60 bucks at a junkyard. It was on some old Ford truck. I don't know the Fords like I do these Chevrolet trucks. There's a big shot hole, blast size hole right here. So I found this cool camper tag, and I put it on there. It looks pretty good. Cut it to shape and stuff. It's got these sick bubble windows, and these slide out windows that half work, or crank out, that half work, but they do work. We'll get into that. That's about all I can say about it. It's a camper shell. It looks pretty cool. It may be a borderline too big for this truck, because it sticks up a little bit right there. My other one doesn't, because I like camper shells in everything I own. Fun fact, I was in the camper shells before camper shells became cool. I hate saying that, but these things have skyrocketed in popularity recently, and I just want to say, I was a good 2 to 3 years before y'all. But back to the shape of it, I really like how it sticks over the shape of the cab. I don't know. It reminds me of the older C10s. They just look absolutely massive on there, and I like it. Anyways, plan for this video. So, window rivets, we'll get into that. Window netting, also get into that. The rest of that is stuff inside. So the stuff outside, actually the window nuts in inside, but some of these windows have little rivets that have kind of broke. The window actually still works. It just needs a little rivet right there. So that's gonna be pretty easy. Cause I've actually never used a rivet gun, but I've got one right here. So we'll see how that goes. And then the window netting is, actually I have them right here. Those are from this shell. I just took them off because none of them were in good shape. They go over this, and then you keep the bugs out. I'd love to do that too. That needs to go back that way. So I'm gonna stop talking and then pop this window, crank it out, and then try to pop a rivet in it, and then see what other needs that, and then do that. So there's actually 2 rivets missing. There's one missing right there. There's one right here. So that shouldn't be too hard to do. There's that one. There's that one. That one was a booger to get to. And this one, I just had to take this little plastic piece off. So I'm probably going to destroy that putting it back in, but that's fine. So let's see if it does that. Real quick, Power Tour 2024 got announced today, so that's pretty cool. Because it got leaked yesterday and it got announced today. Bowling Green, Kentucky, Nashville, Tennessee, Lebanon, Tennessee, Nashville Speedway, Louisville, Kentucky, Hebron, Ohio, and Indianapolis, Indiana. That seems pretty sick to me. I don't care where it goes. I know I'm just going to go on it. The people complaining about it on the Facebook, if you don't like it, you don't have to go. But the fact of the matter is, you're going to complain about it, then you're still probably going to go. So it's just, you might as well just stop complaining about it. I'm tired of seeing those, I hate the route this year, I'm tired of, going in the middle of nowhere. That's what Power Tour is, okay? You go in the middle of nowhere and you have a great time. if you're still complaining about it, you need to figure out what power tiller is. This is my 3rd year going, and I've already figured it out. You go in the middle of nowhere, you have a great time following your buddies in your car, and that's it. Stop complaining about the road. Anyways, I'm back behind the camper in the dungeon. There's no light that gets back here. This is actually just a shelf I picked up at the bin store. Amazon return stores. It's called the bin store because they put it all in bins. But anyways, you saw I have more than one piece of that. I got it all for $4. It's light enough. I think it'll be pretty cool to my fan may have to move. Kind of put it up there. Kind of make some shelving units. I don't know, just put some clothes or stuff up there. You're not gonna put any like canned beans or something up there, because they're gonna, fall off and then cause havoc back here. And this is just not heavy duty enough. But I ordered some pod lights too to go under here. And at some point in this video, I'm gonna run power back here. I'm gonna have it on a switch, and I'm gonna have light back here instead of having a lamp that's in there. So I'm gonna get to working on that, figuring out how I'm gonna get that mounted up there. Probably gonna take my fan down. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out though. So here's the general idea. Been just a piece of metal up. I've got enough over there maybe to do another one of these. It's kind of gonna go right there. Get on those 2 bolts. I can see right now it needs to bend down a little bit, but I'll figure that out later. Or worry about that later, I mean. I did take my fan out of the way. So that's gonna do that. And then these are actually the sides of a picture frame, like a poster frame, You see how I kind of clamped it in there with these little clamps that got in the jar right there. Long story short, we took some trash off, or got rid of some junk. Not our junk. We got stuff that we acquired not willingly, if that makes sense. And they left it behind the frame poster. We didn't know the movie, so we actually kept the poster board because it's good foam board for like RC planes and stuff. And the frame is just like aluminum. So, anyways, I'm going to. The wood fits in there perfectly, and I'm going to use it to tie multiple pieces together. So I think that's going to work pretty good. These little ends I haven't decided, but I think I'm going to cut those off because I may leave them on the ends. I'm not sure. It depends how I'm feeling. But for sure in the middle, I'm getting rid of them. Yeah, I might have to drill these holes. It just split it. That's fine. I don't want to go all the way through it. That could be tightened up a little bit more, but I might be wise to use a ratchet on that because I don't want to break that again. But I'm going to do that a lot more times until it's all one piece. Well, it's all together. Using this aluminum was one of the best ideas I've ever had because it doesn't clamp it in a way, but it makes everything where it's the level, it's straight as everything. I can tell you that much. That's what I'm trying to say. I used 2 of the biggest pieces I had for these, there and there, and it wasn't quite long enough, so I added a little piece right there just for looks. On the back, I added these to tie it together on this side. I wasn't too worried about doing the whole thing over there, but let's flip it over. Oh, that's, those people that stand on the side of the road and like they got an arrow that's pointing to their business. I feel like I could do that right now, and I just start swinging it around. And there you go. That looks really good. Hold on a second. Maybe I should have took my time a little bit more trying to get these edges to line up. Because this... Oh! It matches my camper shell too. That's gonna work really good in there, and I didn't even realize it. I'm impressed with myself. So I got these little I done lost the bracket again. Uh-oh. I got those little brackets. Yeah, the right angle brackets to go to there. I may have to run like a bolt from the ceiling down, tie it in somewhere right here. I'm not too sure about that right now, because it's that way to that way. It's pretty daggone good. But it's got a little bit of flex in it, and with me only having 2 mounting points from the side, I may have to do that. But I know what I may have to do, and that's go eat some lunch. So I'm gonna look at this a little bit longer, and then go inside and warm me up some leftover Mexican food. So I got the brackets on there, half decently level. That one's definitely not. I just saw that, but that's fine. Okay, so got my mattress kind of leaned back right now so I can sit in here more better. Yeah, that's working pretty good. It actually goes down there farther than I was thinking it was going to. Again, I didn't measure any of this. I bet the whole little shelf without measuring anything. I do like how this is working out. I just put me a little right angle bracket right there, because it's not laying on that, but it's close, and that'll support that end. That end, I'm gonna have to figure out something to keep it from bouncing like that. Put me a little piece of threaded rod through here or something with like a little angle piece hanging off there. But what I really wanted to see is where these brackets were going to line up, because see a little gap right there. I'm going to have to bend that down, put some nuts or something on there, space it out, keep it from doing that. So on the subject of lights, like I was just talking about, this is like a 4-pack on Amazon for $20, $25. Spend 50 cents more, you get a free hole saw, but you have to spend 50 cents on it. But at the time I had a 5% off coupon, so that was basically free. These are supposedly, warm white. I didn't want like the bright LED lights because that just looks terrible to me. Let's see, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a 5-pack. So what I'm probably gonna do 3 for the little shelf. And now that I've realized I have 3 more extra, I don't know where I'm gonna put them. This ain't working out. There. That's the center. Maybe. Gonna look pretty good. Got some angle brackets and some threaded rod I found downstairs. And I'm going to attach that there somehow, and then run this threaded rod through there with some of these nuts, and then get the right length with that, and kind of I don't know, clamping on there. That probably isn't the best term, but you know what I'm trying to do. Just keep that from doing that. I may only need 2. And I've got enough to do. I don't know how many. Oh, and that corner up there, I'll show you after a while, but I put a little right angle bracket tying it into that window sill up there. Not window sill, just the window frame. So that worked pretty good. That's the whole idea. These are acting as like a double nut right here. That way, well, this one's holding that one on and vice versa. Also, life hack, if you want to just make sure all your marks come off easy, just use a dry erase marker. That definitely isn't just because we lost all our Sharpies in the garage. So that's all I have to use, but you know, it works. And this little right angle bracket right here is just a piece of flat stock that I bent and drilled 2 holes in. And as you can see, the only place vibrating right now is this here in the middle. So it needs one right here. And honestly, I think down there's going to be fine. I hope so, because I'm not going to have enough of this stuff to do a third one. But I have enough to do a second one, so I'm hoping put one right there. That side's being held with that. I think it's going to be fine. I can't get over how sturdy that is. So that works pretty good. Ignore the radio blaring something about Jeff Gordon right now, because I'm too lazy to get out and turn it off. When I get out, I'm not going to get back in here because it's lunchtime. So that way to that way, it's got a little bit, that's fine. But up and down, yeah, that's solid, buddy. Here's a setup right here. Over here, you could stand probably something in that corner, but I'm not sure if I'm even going to do that or worry about it. There's that angle bracket I was talking about. It's red. I'm not going to paint it. This is like a box from either the Korean War or the Vietnam War. Either way, it's from the 50s or 60s. And of course, the Vietnam War went into the 70s, I think. 50s, 60s, 70s, one of those three. I bought it at a swap meet for 20 bucks. It's got all kinds of stuff in it that I like. I like it in here, but it's honestly too big for what I need right here. To use it, you got to pull it out, and then you can open it, and it's so heavy, it's not worth it. So I think I'm gonna build like a little corner cabinet, go from here to here and attach to the side of my bed. That way this isn't just free floating, because it's kind of doing that number right here, and I'm not a fan of it. That'll kind of tie everything in together, and I think I can utilize this space a lot more better right here. So this quarter cap is going to go here to here. It's going to be 2 layers, like 2 little cubbies, and then the countertop's going to extend like that, obviously. So I got this cooler. I'm going to use it as a benchmark of how wide I want this, because I want this to be able to slide somewhere in here. Maybe there, I don't know yet. Just as kind of act as a junk drawer. You slide it out, put some stuff in there. There you go. Okay, so this is what I have so far of this little corner cabinet I was sketching out. My dad kind of just helped me rip down some, actually he ripped down some 2x4s and 2x2s, and then I did the measurements, and then I put it together, and it's pretty stout for having 2 legs. So a leg there, which is mounted to the bed, actually, to keep this whole little thing in one unit. So in a way, this has as many legs as the bed has. That's not how that works, but you know. Leg right there, that's just going into the floor. Also ran a wire back here from the battery. That doesn't look very big, but literally all I'm going to run off of this is these lights and possibly something small. I don't know. I haven't added anything to the list of things I want to put back here, but most of the stuff is going to be ran off a battery box, so that doesn't have to be that big of a gauge. Ground wire hasn't been hooked up yet. It's also just screwed into right there, and that's it. And it's pretty stout. Of course, I kind of just eyeballed all of it, and it's not bad. I kind of leaned back here and then held this up with my foot to see where I needed to screw it. I had a little bit of time to think, so I think I'm going to put another bar right here, actually in line with that, leg here, and then probably a leg here too. I've done cut it. And I'm going to put a drawer right here, and then I'm going to make a little door right here. That way I can swing it open and get into like my battery, which this is the battery I use. It's just like a, it's actually just a jump box with a inverter. I use that for my lamp and USBs to charge my phone. 12 volt I can plug my fan into because it's a 12 volt fan. The little work, my dad helped me build this. This is actually the drawer itself. I just haven't put a front on it yet because I want to make sure everything's going to line up good. And that's basically the idea. Is it can go up a little bit. So you can see it's actually going to be pretty good space because I can go back farther because of the way the truck bed is. So this should be the 11. It's gonna go right there. It's gonna go right there, and then the two little legs, which are 17 and a quarter, I hope. Yeah, they're gonna come down, and then all I'm gonna do, that's fine, is cut another 2x2, just like to attach there into the other one, and it's just gonna slide on the piece of wood. I'm not gonna have hinges or anything. I'm not gonna have slides. That's what I'm talking. That was loud. I'm not gonna have slides, is what I'm trying to say. It's just gonna slide wood on wood. That's fine. Okay, so I got these two pieces cut in there, or actually cut in there, not cut in there. And that's basically just gonna be my slides. Because again, I'm building this out of just scrap pieces. So far, the only thing I've had to buy was the out of all this is the lights and the fuse panel thing. Cool. Of course, it gets a little tight right there, but if anything, that's good because it keeps it from coming out all the way. And then cut the front-facing piece to overhang a little bit. That way it keeps it from going too far in. That's going to be pretty good. Tight. That works. Okay, so all I did was just move that over a little bit. That's a lot better. I like it. Okay, here's that little block I was talking about. Thinking about just mounting it right there. But in theory, this will keep it away from moisture and stuff, kind of being up off the ground. And it's going to be pretty easy to get in here and work on it if I have to. Okay. So, there's where the ground wire's coming out. Let me show you how lucky I got. There's a ground strap right there. And you bet your bottom dollar I'm fixing to use it too. That long should be fine. Alright, so got the ground situated on there like you saw. I'm actually going to start, I was going to say plumbing for some reason, wiring in these lights to that switch down there. Speaking of switch, bought these. They're huge. But they're about $4 for $10. And I paid, on that mini bike right there, I paid $5 just for that small one. So I don't care really what they look like. They're cheap enough. I like them. So I'm gonna run them probably about, I don't know, like right there on that cabinet. That way, again, if I'm somewhere and I want to look in the back of this thing and it's dark, just flip that on. I don't have to crawl all the way in there to turn them on. So I'm gonna get to doing that. I'm not gonna record any of it because, I mean, my videos are just about boring as is. Why would you want to watch me wire in some lights? So when I come back, tell you what, I'm going to transition. I'm going to go from this, and in about 1.5 seconds, I'm going to be flipping the switch on right now. Here's hoping my wiring's any good. And it ain't. Well. Alright, so I may have found an issue. Probably supposed to be a fuse in there. Alright, now let's try it. Yep. 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 That's pretty good. I mean, so over here's pretty dark still, but it's not bad. Again, I've got 3 more lights I can throw in here too. and I've got more than enough spots. So I don't know what the camera showed, because the GoPros are really bad at freezing when it gets cold. Literally, that sounds ironic, but I'm not kidding. They freeze up when it gets cold. But there was I would have figured there would have been a fuse in the fuse holder. There wasn't. So let's do the honors of putting this on here. Here we go. I've got lights in my camper. And if this mattress looks wet, it's because it is. It rained so much apparently for the past week that everything is wet. Like it's so humid out here. That's why that's why the fan's blowing. Even that's kind of wet. So, anyways, here's that cabinet door I said I was going to make. Again, just add a piece of wood downstairs. My dad helped me with it because I hate woodworking so much. But this is too thin for these hinges, so we added that little piece right there. It looks pretty good. Now, I actually made this a little bit too narrow. I did that on purpose because I mismeasured. So, that's just the way it is. Sure. It drags a little bit on that hump right there, but I can smooth that away. But it's got the spring hinges on it, which means I don't have to put a clamp or anything right there. I put the silencers on there too, even though that one down there isn't hitting anything. Next, I'm gonna go and measure. Probably get a counter top in here. I had a piece of wood I used as a workbench at my apartment. I didn't really like it, so I brought it back down here, and I'm gonna use it to go like that. So honestly, next time I pick up the camera is where I'm gonna be showing you what this looks like. So, yeah. Hey, that guy. He's wet, and you can tell by the way it is. He's been doing circles around here. Oh, he's saying hi. You know, the whole little countertop thing I just said was like, oh, I'm just going to use this from there because I already have it. That ain't going to work. I'm going to crawl in here. So I'm going to have to split this up into two pieces. I can get this section done with what I have, but that's it. And I'd rather wait and do it all with one piece. That way this matches. I don't care if this doesn't match that. I just want this to match itself. So I'm gonna wait and do that. The issue is I need to get this video out today because I've been slacking on videos, and I know it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but I like them coming out each day, 7 days apart, which is today. And also, I have a piece of wood in mind I can use, but it's somewhere else right now, and I'm not going to go up there for I don't know when, but I'll grab that when I get there, but it's not here, so I can't put that there because I ain't got it. Even if I didn't care if I got the video out today, it needs to come out today, because if not, I don't know. I got a thing tomorrow, then I go back to college the day after. If I don't get it out today, I don't know when I'll get it out. I'm busy until a while. Well, even right now, I don't have a mattress in here because it's drying out. So in all honesty, I think I'm going to do a whole other video of finishing this up off camera. It's a good bread tie. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to finish this up off camera and then do a whole video of like a tour of this place, because those videos, I like those videos. I go in the YouTube search bar, type in truck bed camper or like camper shell camper, and I eat that stuff up. I can watch that stuff for hours. So I think I'm going to do one of those where I just go from tailgate to window and do like a tour of this whole little joint. I ain't sure when that's going to be, but I think that's going to be the next video on this, where I just, do like a little tour. So yeah, I don't know. And I'm going to be honest, this video has been over the span of about 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Because I've went back to college. I'm done off Christmas break. But this doesn't look like very much accomplished over 3 weeks, but I guess it is what it is. But yeah, I like how I've used the space a lot better. Oh yeah, Duh, I've done forgot what I've done in this video. I put these lights up on this shelf. So if that's the case, I've done pretty good. I completely forgot about that. Also, that's a good place to put my umbrella. And we really need to get this garage bay open for the red truck. We call Elmo up there because it's red, and so is Elmo. We got to get that ready for Power Tour because that's... Actually, we got to go to Run to the Sun first and then Power Tour. Run to the Sun is coming up pretty fast. Where'd my sync go? I don't remember. So we got to get that truck in here, get it ready. So that's another reason to go and finish this video up. I am going to clean some stuff up. That way I can get this truck to where I can drive it tomorrow. Cause I like driving this truck. I'm gonna take some pictures and we'll clean some stuff up. And then I'm gonna go work on an RC car or something because I got some parts for that came in. So yeah, thanks for watching.